Hey Lou, how you doing? My name is Art and welcome back to another video. Today's video is about New Comic Book Day. Of course, New Comic Book Day is a Wednesday. But I always pick my stuff up on Saturdays. I always pick my comic book books on Saturday because I watch what other YouTubers get. So, like, for example, I try to see what some YouTuber channels, I get about 4 or 5 of you guys that I watch, like the Comic Vet, Low Budget Comments and Things, DJ Links, and 2 other channels that I cannot think of offhand. And I try to see what they get. And that way, when I go buy, I don't just go to my store and get my box and split. I look to see off the shelf stuff. So, by the time you're watching this, I am on vacation. Yes, I'm on vacation again. This is the second to my last vacation. My next vacation will be in December. That'll be all my vacations for the year. So, with that being said, let's get started. Before I get started, because I'm on vacation, I will try to do a little bit more filming for stuff. I might do a couple song reviews this week, just to mix it up a bit. I'm going to release 1 or 2 Hero Click battles, or maybe the one Hero Click battle I wanted to release. I'm going to release that sometime this week. It's long, so it's going to be in like 4. It's in 4 parts, 4 20-minute parts. So it is. How can I put it? It's a lot. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to do that. Maybe actually this Wednesday I will pick up some comic books. Maybe. I don't know yet. Try to hit the gym this week because it's my first time going to the gym past COVID. I just got back. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning right now. And I just got back from my friend's house who was watching AEW Full Gear pay-per-view. And basically, for the most part, it's a pretty decent pay-per-view. Then we went to see. Then he wanted to show us some of his new wrestling figures that he got. So, and then we was talking about some stuff like normal. And then after that, so it was time for me to go. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do is this comic book that I've been hearing so much buzz about. I finally found it. It's called Knighted. Heroes Cross Out Never Die. Written by not written, but drawn by Mark Texeira. Mark Texeira in the like the 90s or something like that. 90s to early 2000s was like one of the best comic book artists around. His style was very, very out there. Next is this Eternals number 7. I don't really like the Eternals, but I just love this Thanos cover. Love it. Next is Robin and Batman number 1 of 3. This is a tale of when Dick Grayson becoming Robin and trying to become Robin. Static Shock number 4, Love and Static Shock. You might remember Static Shock from the 90s cartoon from Milestone, which was a comic book back in the day. Star Wars The High Republic number 11. I'm loving the story so far. Miles Morales 32. Good. Him and I forgot her name. Sparrow, not Sparrow. Starlight or Starlit or something. Versus the Taskmaster. Spider-Man 78. I actually, this past week, after working on almost 10 hours every day, I did catch up on a lot of my comics that I haven't touched. So before I start touching these, I'm gonna kill off that stack. Yep, this is what I got to read so far still. So before I touch these new comics, I'm going to read these off first. See, before, what happened, what kind of killed me was I get new comic books and then I figure out which ones the best ones. They get put towards the end. Then I'm going through that stack, that stack, and putting them in that stack, so it keeps growing and growing and growing, and I'm not reading. But anyway, Alien 11. Sorry, 8. And this is what I've been waiting for. The new Venom #1. The new Venom #1. Featuring Dylan Brock as the new villain, Venom. And here's the variant cover. I'm not going hog wild. I went to the one store and he goes, "Oh, we caught you on variants," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, new writer, new artist, new creative team. At least try it out for a while." He goes, "Yeah, I understand." I usually don't initiate conversation with a lot of people at the comic book stores or the owners or the people who work there. I let them engage me first. I don't know, it's just the way how I am. Thing #1, a comic vet suggested this, so of course I had to pick this up. And the reason why, because of this cover. Love it. And that is the comic books of the week. Oh my gosh, but I'm not done. Well, here's some male haul. Too bad I can't do a female haul. Boom. Yes, bad joke. Very bad joke. Alright, so here we go. Iron Man 134. I think I had this book before. I think I did. 135. Gets Titanium Man. I was a big Iron Man fan for a long time. 136. 137. It's kind of funny because, like, some of the, like, for example, back in the day, this ad for 100 toy soldiers. This is actually legit. What happened is that it cost you $1.98, and they give you 100 plastic toy soldiers in a fixed position, kind of thing. 138 versus the Dreadnought. 139. Yeah, so I mean, I do love getting these books because these books right here was when I was younger. Forgot what year these was, but oh well, we'll figure it out. Now, Daredevil 130. I love this cover, and I remember having this when I was a kid. Man, I love this cover. And this is a better cover than my cover that I had before. Don't know if I still have it or not, but I do know back in the day. See, today's days, if I read a comic, I read it once and I'm done. And I probably won't touch that comic again for years. But back in the day, I read these things like almost every other day. After I read it, then about a couple days later, I read it again. So they're very worn. 133, Daredevil 133, 134, 135, 136. Looks like he's about to get hung. This comic right here, I did have this one I had as a child, 137. I did have this as a child, and I think I still have it in the garage. This one I had too, and this copy right here, the copy I had before, was totally trash because I read it so much. 138. And this one is 139. I love this cover. Love it. Back in the day, Daredevil was technically he was like an A-list. In the 60s, he was an A-list character, dropped down to a B to a C-list character. Then in the 80s went from C to a B-list character. Then when Frank Miller got involved, he became an A-list character again. Then he dropped down again. Then in the 90s, came back up for a hot second. He kind of dropped it down. And he's been going up and up. But anyway, that's my view on Daredevils. This one, maybe I had this back in the day, but I don't remember. But Captain America 350. This is a very important issue. Before give you a quick synopsis, the United States government went to Steve Rogers and says, "Hey, we own Captain America. You do as we say, or else." Steve Rogers looked up and said, "I can't serve." He was just a symbol for America, but he became much more than that. And by doing things, by having the federal government dictate what he can and can't do, it compromised what the spirit of what Captain America was. So he gave him the shield, gave it up, became the captain. Then this guy, John Walker, starts it and totally flubs it up being Captain America. And people notice that this ain't the real Cap. So then what happened is they're fighting. Good issue. Then in 351, Steve Rogers is Captain America one more time. So in the past, he has given up being Captain America. I think he gave up being Captain America 3 times. Once in the 70s, one time maybe in the 80s, but I'm definitely in the 90s. And this old school Captain America 115 with the Cosmic Cube. One of the best Captain America stories involved the Red Skull with the Cosmic Cube. It's always a good story. As you can see, it's beat up to all hell but hell. Hell but hell. I love it. 12-cent goodness, baby. Now, of course, I could probably find a better copy of this, but I'll be paying a lot more money. Hold on. A better copy of this, I'll be shelling out. I'll be like, make it rain, baby. Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, you get the idea. So instead, I chose us. If I find a better copy later, and situation is right, I'll get it. Now, these next 3 comics are hit and miss because they're all speculation. And yeah, that's what that's all about. This next one ties into the new Hawkeye TV show that's coming out in 2 weeks. I give to you Hawkeye #1. When it came in the mail, it said do not bend. And guess what? It was bent. Oh my gosh. So I'm trying to straighten it up a little bit. This is supposedly the first appearance of Kate Bishop. Supposedly. Or one of her first appearances. If it's not her first appearance, but one of her first appearances. I'm not too sure. I get conflicting information. Some information said this is her first appearance. Other information is telling me that this is one of her first appearances. This next one I've been looking for a long time. And it's rumored that this character is gonna. It's rumored that this person's gonna have a cameo appearance in the new Captain Marvel movie, which would make sense because this character worships Captain Marvel. And this person's come over Disney Plus TV show, which they're changing their powers for the TV show probably because of special effects. Miss Marvel, #1. Now, I was in a bidding war for this book. I was in a bidding war, and believe me, if a book got about over $50, I tapped out. Just like wrestling, 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, ding. No, I tapped out. I got it for under 50, and I won it. I got it home, got it, opened it up. You can see third printing. So why is a third printing book going for $50? I had to bid $50 for a third printing book. I was kind of disgusted, but oh well. It's a book I've been wanting. I finally got it, even though I read the story through a graphic novel. But hey, oh well. Yay. This next one, I had it was another bidding war. Now, the reason why this is a bidding war on this one, because this rumor has it this character might appear in the Hawkeye TV show. And in the comic books, this character taught Hawkeye what he knew before Captain America taught him better. Now, before I show it to you, I wish the pictures online was a lot better, or maybe I would have paid better attention to what the pictures look like. But I got this for about $45. Because of bidding war, when you bid, you're stuck with. If you win it, you're stuck with that prior price. And I know some people will bid higher just to make you pay a higher price. So I probably this person probably would have sold this to me for maybe $20, but since it was a bidding, this potentially $20, maybe somewhat $20. I'd say it's probably a $20 book because the condition of the book. But I ended up having to pay close to $50 because of the bidding war. And the actual good copies of that was Avengers #15. 19, the debut of the Swordsman. See that mark right there? I didn't see that in the photos, and right there I didn't see that at all. But other than that, a little fraying right here and there. And of course, because of a bidding war, I'm stuck with paying that high price. Yay. It's kind of like the same thing when I bought the was it Avengers 167 or 187 or something 7 was the first appearance of Taskmaster. The pictures when I was bidding on it did not match what I got, or I didn't pay attention to the picture because that was a big stain on it. I was like, but luckily, Taskmaster, it cooled off a bit because the way how the Black Widow had Taskmaster. Oh, anyway, with that being said, that is it for the comic book review today. This is it. This is the comic book review for the week. Like I said, I'll be doing some more content this upcoming week. I'm condensing some boxes downstairs and put them in totes so that way I could have a lot more space, and I could empty some of my some stuff from storage and put it in the basement. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. I'm very humbled. Thank you for all your new subscribers. I'm very, very humbled, shocked. I'm shocked, humbled, and amazed, and very, very grateful for you spending your time listening to me talk about comic books and other stuff. I'm very humbled. Yes, I'll be doing I know I'll be doing a rant pretty soon because of a very important court case that's almost done, and I might ahead of the verdict, I might tell you my thoughts on that. I might do some other stuff. I don't know yet, but we'll see. The day is young and the week is young as well. So with that being said, thank you very much again for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and do the usual stuff. Don't report me, but refer me to your friends, your family, your relatives, your enemies too, and maybe the crazy man down the street. He might need some soothing words of wisdom and knowledge, maybe. And with that being said, thank you very much one more time, and I'll see you in the next one.